Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of Ram Tough of REBRN. And in platoon with him is Zoe Balls. Yes, Zoe Balls is the commander of REBRN. Well, he's moving away to his firing position. This Arty is based on the hull of the Walker Bulldog. It's got a 155mm howitzer, which is capable of 550 alpha, penetrating up to 39mm of armour with a burst radius of 7 meters. But what makes this one of the most powerful Artys in this game is the fire rate. 15.97 seconds between each shot. And it's also got a very wide arc of fire thanks to the central bracket on which the gun's actually built, and that allows the gun to swivel to aim at the targets. Okay, well, he's now looking for a target to shoot at, and just backing up a bit there. Okay, well, first target is a Cromwell, and Ramtoff is just dialing in on his position. That was a shot from the Hummel on our team. Ramtoff fires a round in at the Cromwell, and that looked to be very close to where the Cromwell was, because I saw the fences go down before the shell arrived. Okay, right, T-3485M, Tier 6 Soviet medium tank. He's dialing in. Rams out. Oh, we killed him with one shot! Brilliant! That's a one-shot kill. I think the T-3485 had actually taken some damage, but yep, that's the first kill for Ramtoff. He's fired a round at the Cromwell B that was hiding in this corner. And he's just moving slightly to avoid counter battery. There are two RT on the enemy team. One's an M44, the other one's a Hummel, just like on this team. Now he's marked the ground near where the target, the VK3001P, and he's just dialing in on him. Leading shot, working out where he's going, fires the round in, and direct hit wipes out the VK. That's two that he's done that way, or two that he's got one shot. He's having a very good game. Cromwell B's hiding behind that bank at the moment. It's a very difficult shot to get one on him. Ramtoff fires a round in, and well, it hits the bank, but it was near to where the Cromwell B was seen. I think he's actually moving at the moment. That's why his reticule is joggling about so much. I think he might have accidentally hit one of his cruise control buttons. He fires a round snapshot at the T-34-100, who's managed to get to that ramp beneath the lookout hill. But he's now in the cover of that ramp, so we can't actually hit him. Not unless he actually backs up a bit, and he's doing that. So Ramtoff is dialing in. Let's see if Ramtoff can get a shot. His reticule's moving about a bit, which tends to make me think, yes, he was accidentally moving about whilst he was aiming, and that may be the reason why his accuracy suddenly dropped. Yes, sometimes you accidentally hit the cruise control button and the vehicle just crawls along very slowly and it upsets your aim, and you can tell because the reticule starts jiggling about quite a bit. Well, he's aimed in on T-29 and he gets a direct hit. Okay, we've got another tank, a tank destroyer, an IKV, and an ISU-122S has turned up. Now that's an unusual premium tank destroyer with the 122mm gun. He fires around at that and splashes him for 85 hit points and stuns him. Up on top of the hill we've got a T-3485. He's being targeted. Ramtoff's loaded. Just wait for him to remain stationary for a little while or work out where he's going. Fires the round in and he hits him. There was no explosion, so we know we touched the target there. T-29's just been tracked by the other RT, the Hummel, and I think Ramtoff is about to shoot. Rounds out straight away, and he hits him as well. So I think that T-29 is probably in a very poor state right now after being hit by Arty twice. Yeah, he's down to half his health, or less than half his health now. Ramtoff's ready to shoot, but he's just lining up the shot, working out where the guy's going. He's going for the dip. Ramtoff lines up and fires. It was a bit too far. He led him too much there. A bit less because he was moving very slowly. T-3485, that's the one that he hit earlier, and he's down to 70% of his health. Ramtoff fires in and stuns the T-34, but unfortunately he takes out our SU-12244, Stalin's hammer. Okay, T-29 again, almost ready to shoot. Rounds out. And another direct hit. Now it's the fire rate of the M44 which really makes it so efficient. In fact, Quickie Baby did actually analyse which tanks were the best non-premium tanks for earning credits, and he said the M44 is the best because it earns so much. Oh, we hit the wreck there and it made a twang. It's really the fact that it can fire so many shells so quickly, or over such a short period of time, that enables it to do a lot of damage on the enemy. That's a leading shot. It was too far ahead and the T-34 just got stunned, but he did get taken out the game. Now we've got an OI tier 6 Japanese super heavy. This is a tier 7 game, by the way. Rounds out in the OI. Direct hit on his front, 148. He's not going to be happy about that. Over on the other side of the battlefield, Zoe's actually dicing with a Cromwell B. And, well, Ramtoff's looking at the T-28 HTC, supposedly behind those bushes. And there he is. Zoe's just around the corner, so he needs to help her get rid of that T-28. He fires around in, and unfortunately it lands a little far away. Zoe's desperately low on hit points now, unfortunately. And that T-28 HTC's got a 105mm gun. And Zoe dies, unfortunately. But Ramtoff fires around in and tracks the T-28. And he's stunned him. He's marked him as next target. When you see those down arrows appearing above a tank, it means that he's about to get hit by an Arty round. Rounds out. Another Arty hit. 172. He stunned the Cromwell B at the same time. T-28 is tracked, but he'll fix those any second. Ramtoff's ready to go again. Rounds out again. And this time it lands short. That's RNG. Still within the reticule aim circle, but it was a bit short, that one. Okay, he's going to give it another go, I think. Or is he? No, he's going to wait until someone spots where the T-28 has gone. Unfortunately, we haven't got anybody near him to actually see where he is. The Cromwell B's appeared up at the corner. There he is. And he's just taken some damage and he's out the game. If the T-28 does pop up, the SU-100 or the T-3485 or even the, is that a T-78 in the back, they'll probably spot him straight away. The scores are even at the moment. There's still 8 tanks on either side, but none of the enemy are in sight. Ah, I can hear something being destroyed. So I think one of the enemy was moving nearby. There's an enemy tank. T-3485. Ramtoff pulls back a little bit, but he doesn't need to worry because the enemy T-3485 was taken out by our T-3485M. He's aiming for that bush because the TDs were last seen near that bush, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're still there. In fact, it's more than likely they've pulled away from that spot by now. Oh, there's the Dickomax. Rounds out on him. And no, he's only stunned. And the Dickomax is killed fairly quickly. The guys up on the hill know what they're doing. The moment they see the enemy tank, they're all firing together, and that's why the rain of fire is popping in. It really does help, actually. If you can get an Arty round onto a target, disable it or stun it, then it allows your teammates to go to work on them and finish them off quickly. and then you pick up all the stun assist. I've actually just noticed that one of our T-3485s in the south has been killed, and that kind of indicates the enemy T-28 HTC might have done that. The enemy still has some pretty good tank destroyers in this game. There's an ISU-122S out there somewhere, a T-25-2, a T-28 HTC, and the IKV-65. So they've got nothing but tank destroyers and SPGs. And there's the T-28. He actually managed to make it across the battlefield without being seen. And, well, now he's being hit by the Hummel. Let's see if Ramtoff can put a round into him. And that hit the building next to him, so it might have splashed him. It's more than likely stunned him. And there's the IKV-65 too, and that puts our SU-100 in a bit of a problem. Ramtoff's going to need to do something about that 65. He fires the round in, and oh, it's a big hit! That was a massive shot, and it was a penetrating shot, but unfortunately we lost the SU-100 to the T-28 HTC. Ramtoff's aiming at him again. He's going to fire a round into that corner. Scores are still even at this moment. Both teams still have 2 Arty. The only difference really is that our team has 2 medium tanks and a tank destroyer, whilst the enemy has just tank destroyers and the Arty. That may be a bit of an advantage because tank destroyers don't tend to have very long view range, whereas the medium tanks do. And our medium tanks have actually come back to defend our gap. We know that T-28 HTC was last seen in that corner, but he might have moved from there since, and I rather suspect he has. Ramtoff's got 11 rounds of ammunition left. He's marked the ground in that bush. It tends to make me think that he thinks that one of the tank destroyers is there. There's still one tank destroyer we haven't seen. It's the T-25-2. We've seen the T-28 HTC and the ISU-122S. We haven't seen either of the Artys, but presumably they're somewhere on the A row. That's the 2-minute warning. If the enemy truly is on the attack, they're going to have to make a move soon. The E-25 is actually going up to try and find that T-28 HTC, and he's found him. There we go, dialing in. Oh, and that kill shot goes to the Hummel. He was very quick on the draw. Mind you, he does have the stock gun, which is far more accurate at short range. Still aiming to the north. Ah, there's the enemy Arty, the M44. He relocated. And the enemy is capping. Okay, we're lining up a shot for that M44. Rounds out. Nope. Not close enough. Okay, somebody's capping, and that's the last minute. The E-25 is chasing the M44. Now, if the enemy's there, he's probably somewhere in those bushes. We didn't get a reset, so... Oh, no, he was there! And the T-25-2 has been hit. Any second now, the Hummel's probably going to fire in as well. Ramtoff's about to shoot. Rounds out. Takes the kill. That's his 3rd kill. So there's only 2 enemy Artys left and a tank destroyer, the ISU-152. The M44's been respotted. But we're running out of time. 18 seconds, 17. It looks like it's going to be a draw. Rand's out. Oh my God, he hammer-racked that M44. Unfortunately, he's not going to get another round out because there's not enough time to reload. And the enemy Hummel's been found, but it's just too late. And the clock runs out. So it is a draw. Very well played by Ramtough. It's an ace tanker for Ramtough in the M44. He managed to get a demolition expert. Yes, he blew up one of the enemy tanks completely. I think that was the T25-2 in the cap circle. And he also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4. In fact, he hit so many enemy tanks that you have to scroll the page in order to see them all. He got a fighter badge. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15, a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle, and he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage overall. His win rate from that game was 9,009. Very well played, but unfortunately it was a draw because they couldn't find the last remaining enemies in time. Just the Hummel, that's all they found. The E25 did scout, but it's a pity that the guys didn't actually come down the hill on the other side. Now, I suspect that ISU-122S was defending the rear end of the hill, or rather the back slope of the hill, to stop anyone coming down and taking out their Arty. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go. His highest damage, 2,855 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the P43 which is 1,809 hit points of damage, and then the Hummel managed to get 1,734. We can see that Zoe Balls, where are you? There you go. No damage at all, I'm afraid, but 220 XP for turning up. When it came to kills, it was Ramtough again. He managed to get 4 kills in that game. And the T28 HTC also managed 4. The T3485M got 3, and nobody else got above 2. When it came to base XP, again he's got the top in all 3 columns. 740 base experience points for Ramtough, 620 for the Hummel, 506 for the P43 Tur. Ramtough fired 29 rounds in the game, got 11 direct hits and 3 penetrations, 20 splash, damage of 2,855 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 12 of the enemy, so there was only 3 tanks he didn't touch in that game, and destroyed 4 of them. Did 554 hit points of stun assist off 17 stuns, and he got 4 defense points by resetting the T25-2. On a premium count, he earned 46,355 credits, got 5,507 for Courageous Resistance. That's for getting a Battle Hero medal in a winning or a losing or drawn game, rather. This was a drawn game. 51,861 credits together, and after ammunition resupply, still took away a profit of 37,216. He picked up 29 bombs in that game. I presume that that's Veni Vidi Vici, and the other awards are for the Gores and the high caliber. And he also earned 1,110 XP, 655 for Courageous Resistance, 882 for Personal Reserve, took away 2648 altogether. Very good game by Ramtough. It's just a pity that his teammates didn't scout a little earlier. If they'd actually done a bit of scouting and pushed round, even though that T28 HTC was there, I think they may have been able to find the enemy Arty and then that ISU 122S a little sooner to actually win the game. They were doing quite well. Once they switched to defensive, it was just a matter of trying to find that T28 HTC and get rid of him. And once he was gone, then they could release the E25 to go off and find everyone else. And that was a beautiful shot on the M44. In fact, it was the M44 that he hammer-racked because, yes, he fired that wild shot over the other side of the map, and it literally just vaporized the M44 with one shot. That was very well done, that one. But yes, Ramtough was playing very well on this game. Unfortunately, didn't end up with a win, but I'm sure it will end up in a win in another game very soon. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.